as I do my makeup tonight, I want to share with you a story that has haunted the true crime community for years. It's the mysterious disappearance of Maura Murray. On a cold evening in February 2004, Maura, a 21-year-old nursing student, suddenly packed her things, emailed her professors that she would be gone for a week due to a family emergency, and drove north. But here's the thing, there was no family emergency. A few hours later, her car was found off a rural road in New Hampshire. The car had hit a snowbank, the windshield was cracked, airbags deployed, but Maura, she was gone. Just gone. Neighbors reported seeing her. One woman said she looked fine, not hurt, standing by her car. A bus driver even stopped to ask if she needed help. She refused, saying she had already called roadside assistance. But there's no record of any call. Within minutes, when police arrived, Maura had vanished into the night. This is where the mystery deepens. No footprints were found leading into the woods. No trace of her ever surfaced. For years, people have speculated. Did she plan her own disappearance? Was she running from something or someone? Or did she meet a darker fate that night? Even now, 2 decades later, the case remains unsolved. Her family still searches, still hopes, still wonders what happened. And every time I hear this story, I can't help but think, how can someone just vanish, leaving behind nothing but questions? What do you think? Could you imagine being in her shoes that night,
from Ontario.
alone on that dark road?
2007, summer. Rainbow Falls Provincial Park, Ontario. Tourists, families, groups of friends. It seemed like the safest place imaginable. Christina came here with her friends. Just a normal trip, campfire, walks, taking pictures. At one point, she said she wanted to go see the waterfall. And she went alone. An hour passed, then 2. She still wasn't back. Her friends started looking for her, thinking she was just delayed. But as evening came, they called the police. The next day, a large search began. Helicopters, search dogs, volunteers. They did find something strange. Christina's belongings scattered not far from the river. But the young woman herself was gone. What did people say? Theory 1, an accident. Maybe she slipped, got pulled away by the current. But where were the signs? Where was the body? Rivers don't usually keep their secrets for that long. Theory 2, an animal attack. But experts doubted it right away. There were no signs of injuries, no evidence of a struggle. And finally, Theory 3, human involvement. Someone could have been waiting for her. The park was busy, the highway nearby. It could have been a completely random stranger. Christina's family organized searches for months. They raised money, hired private investigators. The town supported them, and everyone believed she would be found. But years went by, and no answers ever came. And here's the striking part. Even the official investigators admitted there were no clear leads, only theories. So here's my question. In a crowded place, surrounded by witnesses, a person disappears without a trace. Coincidence? Or are there always people nearby, the kind we never notice until it's too late?
The story of
think?
Amy, who
A tragic
disappeared
accident
during a run.
Or someone's
Imagine
carefully
this.
planned encounter?
Summer 1997. The small town of Lander, Wyoming. A quiet morning. Amy, a young athlete and the shining star of the local college, heads out for a run. She's training for a marathon, following a route she knows by heart. She drives her car, parks it by the roadside, gets out, and from that moment on, no one ever saw her again. When her friends realized Amy hadn't returned, they raised the alarm. Her car was found neatly parked, her belongings inside untouched. Everything looked as if she had just stepped away for a moment. But here's the strange part.
She was nowhere to be found. Panic swept through the town. Volunteers combed the area, police got involved, even military units joined the search. Thousands of calls poured in, people claiming to have seen the young woman, but not a single lead checked out. And then attention shifted to Amy's husband, Steve. He seemed calm, but his behavior raised questions. He refused to take a lie detector test. Investigators found strange notes in his writings, hinting at tension in their relationship. What did people think back then? Some insisted it has to be someone close to her. No one else could have hidden the traces so well. Others argued, no, it was an accident. She could have fallen off the trail or run into a wild animal. But here's the key point. Experts said if it had been a fall or an animal attack, there would have been evidence, and there wasn't any. Years passed, but no answers came. In 2004, Amy was legally declared dead, yet the case remains open to this day. And here's what I wonder. If there are no traces, no evidence, and no body, could this have been a perfectly planned disappearance? Or is this one of those cases where the truth is buried so deep it may never be uncovered? What do you think? Accident? Tragedy? Or someone's carefully hidden secret?